Hey family, welcome back to the channel. And today I'm going to be showing you how to make this quilted, well padded, professional, luxurious bag. So a client saw it and was like, please make it for me, please make it for me, please make it for me. So I am going to be showing you how to make this bag. So if this is something you like to see, please stay tuned. So these are my dimension. I am using a cardboard paper for the illustration. So the width of the bag is 8 inches. The back of the bag is 5.5 inches. The top is 2 inches, and the flap is 4 inches. So I'm just folding my cardboard paper into two. I'm going out by 2 inches. I'm going up by 3/4 of an inch on both sides like this. Then I'm just going to start making my curve. So I'm just going to start making my curve like this. Make my curve like this. So you could do any design of choice, but if you're going for this exactly design I'm working on, you could just do it this way. So after making the curve, you just cut it. After cutting it, you open it. If you get what you want, you leave it that way. If the design is not coming out the way you want, you cut it. So you see, the design was not coming out the way I wanted. I needed two more, so I decided to just make another curve. So this is like freehand thing. So I went up by the same 3/4 of an inch to just give it as a guide. So I just went ahead and just cut it out, and when I opened it, I got exactly what I wanted. Wow, on just 2 attempts. That's lovely. I thought it would take me longer, Sha. Anyways, I hope you've learned how to make this design. It's simple, cool? Yep, it is simple. So after trimming and tracing, the next thing I'm going to go ahead and do now is to cut it out on my carry board, which is the actual facing of the bag. So since the back body is the front body is going to be 8 inches by 5.5 inches, of course. So please, I need you to know that since I am using the cardboard paper as the pattern to cut out the body, we are not going to be reducing the cardboard paper. All we need to do is to just trace the cardboard paper on the carry board, and we'll leave it like that. We are not reducing anything. So I went ahead and cut the leather I want to use. Of course, you're going to cut it in excess. Then you cut the foam using the carry board, using the dimensions of the carry board, not the dimensions of the leather. Please, you're using the dimensions of the carry board because you want the foam to sit in the middle of your work. So I went ahead and make a slant coat like this. Sorry, I did not show that. I feel we've seen a lot of that kind of coat on the channel, so I decided not to show that. So this is just me trying to use my gum to join the bodies together. So just keep watching. It's not hard, it's just very simple. I have a lot of other luxurious bags on the channel. I'm going to put the links so that you'll be able to watch them and see how it goes. So you just rub your gum, and then you attach the body to the body. So if you are just tuning into the channel for the very first time, guys, thank you for coming, thank you for stopping by. Please join the family by clicking on the subscribe button and also the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I post a new tutorials. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you for always coming back. I love you so much. Thank you for always watching my tutorials. Thank you for your likes and your comments. I love you and God bless you. Please continue to like my tutorials. When you like my videos, you are telling YouTube that this video is actually helpful. They should show it to other people. So this my channel is a free channel, a channel where you could learn how to make bags even as a beginner for free. So, and I know there are a lot of people out there who wants to start a business or who don't know the business to start. So when you like my tutorials, YouTube will show my videos to a lot of people, and you don't know who might be giving up out there, that it is your like that will make the person see this channel and see the tutorials and you know see that okay, yes, they could start bag making even from the comfort of their home. So please help a soul, help someone. So by liking this video, so that someone out there will see this tutorial and also join the community. I need you guys as much as you need me. So this is just me trying to fold in the edges. So make sure you make notches on this curvy side so that you get that shape exactly the way it is. Take your time, take as much time as you need. So after doing that, this is what it looks like. The next thing I'm going to go ahead and do is to do the same thing on the cardboard paper, which is going to be carrying the lining. So after I do that, I am just going to start joining the base and the side, which is the gusset. So I did not show where I was cutting this. I have a tutorial on the channel. I made a special dedicated tutorial about this gusset. So if you don't know how to make this, I am going to be putting the link in the description box so that you'll be able to go and watch it and see how to go about the gusset. Even if you are not using my own measurements, immediately you watch that tutorial, you will be able to make your own gusset. So I am just going to be showing you a little bit process of how I just joined how I folded the gusset. And after I fold everything, I'll just go to my sewing machine and go and start joining everything together. Look, guys, if you are enjoying this tutorial, please say something nice in the comment section. So when I was done, I'll just cut off the sharp edges and I'll just attach my lining. Then after attaching my lining, I will just sew the top straight like this. So this is the D-rings I want to use. I'll just cut out fabric that is long enough for my own preference, and it's going to be 1 inch wide thing. You can make it 2 inches so that you fold it into two so that it will be stronger. Then you just go and sew it to the side of the bag. Then you sew the this bottom to the two sides as well. So if you don't know how to do that, I have tutorials like I said on the channel. I'm going to put the links. So after sewing, this is what it looks like. The next thing you're going to go ahead and do is to start joining the body together. So you're going to join the lining panel to the side first before you join the overall body. So after stitching, this is what it looks like. So the handle is a 1 inches, sorry, it's a 2 inches thin and by 10 inches. So I'm just going to put my gum. This fabric is going to be wide enough to cover it all up. So I'm just going to put my gum, and then I am going to make long a straight two straight stitches along the line. So after I was done working with that, this is the next thing I'm going to go ahead and do. I'm just going to go ahead and start working on where the handle is going to sit. So measure out my 5.5 inches. This should serve as a guide. Then I'll measure out my 2 inches. You know, we only measured it out on the pattern we drew. We did not measure it out on the carry board. So we are going to be measuring it out on the carry board. This should serve as a guide. So I'm just using my ruler to just fold in these strong edges so that when I am done stitching, I will not be doing wahala. So I've gotten out the top, which is 2 inches. I'm going to fold it again. Then I'm just going to make my measurements. This is just formalities to just make sure your handle is sitting as middle as possible, because if your handle is sitting one-sided, the bag will be one-sided, and if your handle is sitting backwards, the bag will look like the bag is backwards, and if it's sitting forwards, it will just look somehow. So you need it to be as middle as possible. So I got the middle of the 2 inches, then I went in by 2 inches again. So I'm just going to be making, that's just where I'm going to be using my razor to cut. So the handle is not like the regular handle that I've made before on the channel. This is the first time I'm making this kind of handle. It's a handle that has a D-ring. So I'm going to be using my razor to make an opening. I'm going to be using my razor to make an opening so that when I am poking my D-ring, it's going to enter. But I am not going to make the hole very wide or too small. I'll just make it very tight so that when I eventually want to poke this fabric that I'm using to hold my D-ring, when I eventually want to poke it, it will be very firm so that it will not pull off or go down. So I'm just going to be using my scissors. Please, you need to be very careful so that you will not go and poke your hands, and you also need to be very careful so that you will not damage the body of your bag. So you have to be very, very careful. If you have something that is less sharp, you could use that. And you also need to, keep trying till you eventually get it not to squeeze. So you just have to keep working on it till it eventually come out straight and very nice too. So what I did for one, I'm just going to go ahead and do it for the second one. And I'm going to be using my super glue. I'm not using my shoemaker's glue this time around to hold it in place. I'm using my super glue to hold it in place. This way I am sure that when I am done coupling the bag, the handle is not going to come off at any point. So I just hope you understand what I am saying. So like I said, you need to take your time. You need to take your time. You have to do it as many times as possible, but be careful to not damage your bag, the main body of your bag in the process. So I have done them, and this is what it looks like. So I am just going to use my super glue. This is the glue I am talking about. So I'm just going to use it to just hold down those extra edges. Just use it to hold down those extra edges like this. So please make sure you put enough to hold it down. So after we are done with that, the next thing I'm going to go ahead and do is to now put my gum, to now put my shoemaker's gum on the both parts of the bag. Then I will now join them together. I didn't show that part because, as you can see, it was getting dark, and I had to, you know, what's it called, send the bag the next day, so I didn't do that. So after I sewed the body and I joined the bag together, then I'll use my that same super glue to hold the handle in place like this. You see the way I put it? So I'll just put my glue to just hold it in place. So after doing that, that is like basically everything about the tutorial. And this is the final look of the bags. I made these tiny purses. In case you want to make it, the measurement is 4 inches by 9 inches. And thank you guys for watching. See you guys in my next one. Bye.